Yo, what's going on? Justice Severin here, back at it, and today we are about to help you break down what your core focuses should be inside of your business so that even when you're short on time, what needs to get done can still get done there, right? I want to help you not only determine but prioritize your own crucial leading indicators so that your lagging indicators can still become a success on the back end there, all right? So that making sure that at the end of the day, you understand that just because you're putting more output and hustle into your business, that does not mean more success in the back end there, right? So make sure it's all about what you're focused on your day-to-day. This was a live stream we did right inside of my free Facebook group, Original Chapters Marketing. So make sure if you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below so you're locked in for all of our future content. But I want to get right to it today. Let's go. So first and foremost, I guess let's maybe it's an elephant in the room, maybe it's not, right? So this topic, guys, like I told you guys, I think it hits home for me, especially because maybe you can tell, and some of you guys are maybe new, so maybe you're thinking this guy does just have a very raspy voice, all right? So I am a little sick, right? It's COVID, but at the end of the day, I feel okay, right? So I'm not trying to distract the topic here today. Let's keep it focused on what we're doing. But in general, I got COVID. I just was at a wedding this past weekend, right? It was around Thursday, Friday, Saturday I was there. And so once again, time away from the business, sick now. You could say a little time away from the business. At least maybe I'm working right now, but in reality, it's like maybe mentally, I'm like, especially like Monday, it was a little bit all over the place, right? So it's like in reality, this is a perfect topic because it's something that I've had to even like make sure I'm dialing in this past week especially, right? And this could be the same thing for you too. Like, let's just say, if you're going on vacation, if you're sick yourself, if you're away, even if you got family in town, right? Maybe you got family coming over, you're not going away, they're invading your space, right? But it's taken away from some of the time you got. I see Thomas is LOL and love it, man. Love your following, right? And really, or even at the same time, right? Terry, I'm gonna have to holler at you later. Come on now, right? Really working part-time, right? Because it's the same thing as well too. If you're working part-time in your business, you have to be dialed into this stuff that much more there, all right? So let me actually, even with that being said there too, I'm kind of curious, who right now is working full-time in their business online and who's working part-time? Let me know that while we're getting through this too. I'm gonna keep this rocking, but let me know. I'll circle back and check the comments in a second. But with that being said, the reason that this is so crucial is because when you start to get into any of those places in your business, you have to know, really. You gotta know what those leading indicators are and stop focusing so much on the lagging indicators, all right? That is gonna be crucial for you on that space right there. I'm telling you right now there too. So I'm double checking the comments right now too. I'm seeing full-time. I work full-time my job. I'm here right now working part-time online. I love it. I love it there. I can totally relate. I was working part-time when I was starting off. I ended up switching over to full-time. It's been a couple years now, but in reality, I was grinding for the first 9 months of my business, fully part-time there, right? Fully part-time doesn't even sound right, but you guys follow what I'm saying there. Like I told you, the sickness is coming out a little bit, right? I see another full-time. Perfect there. Okay, so let's dive into now. Before you get going, let's just talk. I want to make sure we're on the same page here. Leading indicators, lagging indicators. Who can give me, somebody in there, give me one example of a lagging indicator? I'll wait here. I'll wait maybe 10 seconds. Right, 15 seconds. Give me one example of a lagging indicator, right? Let's see if somebody knows. And if we don't, once again, I'll go ahead. Obviously, I'll educate you, right? If you guys don't know, but let's just see. I want to know who's already with it. What's a lagging indicator? If you don't know lagging indicator, what's a leading indicator, right? I'll take either or here. I'll take either or. Let me know. I see Ryan. Great to see you here, my man. Come on now. All right, so let's see here. Let me know. I'll give you guys a second. No pressure here. No pressure. Come on now. I'm seeing more people jumping on as well too. If you guys just hopped on, we're talking lead and lagging indicators and diving deep on how this can be most effective for your business. So with that being said, who out there knows? Hey, I'm not seeing anyone yet, so I'm assuming you guys don't know. Let me know if you don't know. Let me know if you're just like, Justice, I don't know what that is. That's why I'm here, so you can tell me, so you can break this down in full. I'm not trying to guess, right? So let me know if you're not sure. Let me see something down there, right? Don't be shy over here. I see current traveling, but want to jump in. And really, I should have gave you some context, I guess, right? Maybe what's a leading or lagging indicator inside of your business, right? I think You know, I'll be honest here. I see Sky saying economy. I love you getting out here and just saying that, man. There we go. Currently traveling, but wanted to jump in here at least. Exactly. Hey, you don't have to see me. As long as you can hear the info, you're good to go. Chris, lag, get paid. There we go. Carrie, I don't know. Nope. Perfect. Okay, perfect there. No hot leads in your DM. I see. That's a good one. That's a good one there. All right. So let's go ahead and analyze what I've seen here right now. Right. And once again, for you guys already on here, I love this engagement right now. Keep it up. Hit that like and love too. Let's get the rest of the community in here as well. You can wait to hit the love button if you get some value. I'm okay with that. But with that being said, let's circle back. So no hot leads in the DM. That right there, right? To me, that is definitely, it's almost like a mix of a leading and lagging indicator, but it's really, let's call that a lagging indicator. To me, that's more of a lagging indicator there, right? But at heart, it more, I'm gonna call it leading indicators. Let's just call that, because I want to keep it very blunt. I like to keep like my lagging indicators like super simple. That's where we're gonna keep it more at the Q&A, break it down person to person. But to me, I'm gonna call that a leading indicator. I like what Chris Cole said, as a lagging indicator is getting paid. Exactly, right? The lagging indicator is what is the end of the road, right? What's at the end of the road? You want to make a sale, you want to make an impact, right? And so that's why so I'm gonna consider that no hot leads. In my books, I'm gonna call that a leading indicator, right? If there's no, if you're not getting any sales, what's one of those pieces before that? Do you actually have any hot leads in the pipeline, right? That's what I want to start really picturing in your head here too. Bad connection. There we go. Hey, hop on, we got better connection. There you go. Lagging measure. There we go, Thomas. I love that answer right there too. Too much info starting out. I know that doesn't make sense, right? Okay, look at that there, man. Measurable. Good. So I'm loving these answers here. So let's take a step back. And go ahead and say exactly, to make it as blunt as possible. Lagging indicators are what everybody is really focusing on achieving, right? And that's almost what everyone's talking about. And I want you to listen to this here and understand this in a way where you can leverage this in multiple ways, right? Because at the end of the day, lagging indicators are the big things, right? It's the sales, it's the impact you want to make, it's the monthly revenue number you want to hit, right? It's the big numbers, the big milestones that you're putting on your goal list, not even your to-do list, right? It's just that big thing you want to achieve. So now I want to start sitting back to, or what are those leading indicators? And like I said, I think that some of your guys' answers, my fault for not, I should have gave you more context, said the business side, because probably some of yours are accurate, right? I see economics and pieces like that. But in reality, for your business right now, is what I want to specifically talk to, because I want to make this as relative to you as possible here today, right? You guys are hopefully okay with that here. So with that being said, leading indicators, that's really what are the pieces that are going to bring that lagging indicator to life there, right? That makes sense so far, right? Comment sense or make sense, any of the above there. Because when you are able to really dial in on having the distinction between the both, for one, it's going to really help with that misguided focus, right? Because so many times people are coming to me saying, I'm struggling getting sales. And even you can even say, that's why, once again, the whole leads thing is a little bit of a mix. It's like, maybe I'm struggling to get hot leads. I'm struggling to get, because once again, if you have no sales right now, let's just say that's an example. I would argue that yes, generating hot leads is a lagging indicator for you. Because it's kind of like, let's not focus so much on the sales. Let's start thinking about like what's right before the sales. Where are hot leads at, right? And so now if that's the case, we can now understand that is not really the issue, right? The lagging indicator is never going to be the issue. Whatever that end goal is, it's everything that's happening before that, right? All the little things happen before that there. So this really is going to start to help you with kind of having non-productive conversations with yourself, with your business partners, with your mentors, whoever it may be there, right? Because we want to have you doubling down on things that are going to move the needle. And talking about just, I'm not getting sales, I'm not doing this, I'm not getting that big thing I want, that's not going to get you where you want to get to. So I want to dive in deep right now and talk about how we can really start painting that picture, right? And really start turning kind of like I said, this kind of non-productivity into being extremely productive there, right? Because where this is going to help you, it's going to help you with prioritizing your time, right? Because so much of the time, you guys hear me talk about IPAs all the time, hopefully. And how I talk about, you never hear me talk about funnels and email marketing and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying that these things aren't important and can't be used in a productive way, but a lot of the times that's not the root of the issue here, right? And like I said, this is gonna really help you prioritize your time. This is gonna help you when you're on Like I said, when you're on vacation, when you're sick, like me right now, right? When you're away, when you have family in town, when you're working part-time in your business and you don't have the time to dedicate full-time energy into your business there. That's when this stuff is going to really help you that much more on that side there, right? So I'll tell you, like, these reasons are going to be huge for you on that side. Another like bonus reason is when you start to think past really just kind of, and once again, hit the like and love button if this is making sense for you guys already. I see Terry, I love it's making sense for you so far, right? So really, this is going to honestly, even past that, right? And I love, there we go, Sky, now we're talking, right? Customers actually purchasing your products. That is a lagging indicator there, right? That is one of the big pieces we want. And if you're an even larger company, maybe like a company purchasing your product, maybe that's more of even a leading indicator, because maybe you have such an abundant back end process where it's like, that's just really when they get people in the door. And then after that, now that's when the fun starts. Now that's when we start really tracking those lagging indicators after that there, right? So with that being said, another big piece I want you, and so good, like I said, I love that you guys are got it, giving more examples, love it, love it, love it, right? So now, really let's take it past this side. Because like I said, at the end of the day, these problems a lot of the times are so surface level, right? You say, I'm having problems with generating customers. That's so surface level. We have to get past that. And so when you're able to start getting good and get past that, just for like your own sake and your own business on that side, to help you plan, help you get more strategic and not get stuck and bogged down with the surface level issues, this is going to also help you to really take it past surface level issues with your prospects, right? With your customers. It's going to really, because me, myself, I hate talking surface level issues. At the end of the day, it's like, it's just a waste of a time if we're talking too much surface level. We're not getting anywhere. That's why I say it's not productive, right? So with that being said, you're really going to end up just time sucking yourself too much there. So when you can start getting better, it's going to make you get better yourself at asking the right questions, right? I was just talking to some students yesterday on a call where in reality, we were talking about how we can start getting better at asking what I like to call, skilled questions, piercing questions, right? These type of pieces. Because when you do that, it's just going to make it that much more productive from a lead gen side to get you to those lagging indicators that you want there, right? So I'm trying to show you how this mindset here can help you that much more when you're able to get past the surface level side, right? Comment surface if you guys are following along right now. I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Comment surface down below. Let's make sure, because I want to, like I said, dive deeper here, give you some real true examples. And I want to make sure I have plenty of time to open up to Q&A here too, right? So with that being said, let me see if you guys are getting, this is making sense right now. Because in reality, like I said, when it comes down to it, somebody tells you you have a problem with X. Sometimes X is going to be so surface level. And I've been guilty of it. I'm sure a lot of us have been guilty of it out there, right? In reality, digging deeper and getting better at digging deeper is going to not only help you with solving that surface level problem, it's going to also help you to solve others, right? And to not even just solve for others, but also help yourself help them. Because sometimes it gets really tough on that side there, right? Good, I'm seeing surface, 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 surface. Love it. Perfect there. All right, so let's keep this party rocking here, right? So that being said now that we've got a much better understanding of leading and lagging indicators on that side, right? Let's start talking about true examples here, right? True examples on this side. So if we're talking the why, come on now, the why of the who, what why, I love it there, Sky, right? So now with that being said, I'm glad we're on the same page. Hit that like and love button too still. I love it, guys. So let's go like one other example, right? What if because I want to talk some goals right now. I'm sure a lot of you out there, I hope a lot of you out there, have goals right now in your business you're looking to achieve. Maybe for right now, one of them is, how do you start generating sales, right? How could I start generating, and maybe more specifically, I want to generate 5 sales this month, right? I like getting very specific. And once again, whether that's too small for you, too big for you, you can always cater this to yourself. Maybe you want to get 2 sales this month, right? How could I start getting 2 sales this month, right? That's the lagging indicator right there. Getting those 2, a sale is a lagging indicator, right? If you get a sale, you're pushing that forward, right? It's a lagging indicator. What are the leading indicators towards that? All right. Let's just move backwards. I love moving backwards. It always makes sense when you just move things backwards here, right? So number one, like first step before that, how many people are actually seeing your offer, right? How many people are seeing your offer? How many people have seen your sales page? How many people have seen your offer document, right? That's one step one step back here, right? If you guys want, I can always share my screen and put this up, but it's like in reality, right? Make a sale this week. I like that, Terry, right? Exactly. So you want to make a sale this week. Let's use that as an example. How many people have seen your offer this week so far? Better yet, and it doesn't have to even be this week. That question can be for how many people have seen your offer over the past month, right? Because like maybe you want to go ahead and make a sale this week, but a lot of the times that's to deal with what have you been doing, right? What have you been doing for the past couple weeks, including this week, right? Maybe this week started, I don't have a calendar in front of me right now, but let's just say it starts on the July 18th, it looks like. So between July 18th and July 25th, you want to make a sale, all right? So how many people have seen your offer over the past month? How many people have seen your offer doc? How many people have heard your offer on a call, right? That's one leading indicator you want to keep in mind there. And obviously that's one step prior to making that sale. So of course, this is a very important leading indicator. Let's take it one step back. How many, if you're a person who's getting on sales calls, how many people have you gotten on a sales call over the past month, this current week? Right? You follow me here, right? How many people have you gotten on? And once again, that's why I'm always so big on, you got to keep track of your data. I'm big on, like, I have KPIs. I have KPIs that my students make sure they're dialing into. These are things that you have to follow, or else you're going to get lost in the sauce and you're going to go ahead and say, I'm just not getting enough sales. I want to make a sale this week. But let's take a step back, right? Let's take a step back, because that focusing on that lagging indicator, like I said, it causes you to be non-productive. Focus on things that aren't as relevant, right? I want to see you get that sale this week. So let's go ahead and start to focus on that. What's a KPI? Great question. Sorry, Michelle. Key performance indicators. Key performance indicators, right? And really, it's almost just another word for, in reality, these leading indicators as well, right? It's just more so, I call them KPIs because sometimes they can be a bit bigger. There's some things like, because in reality, when it comes to business, it's not only just like the marketing and the sales. It's what are you doing with your health? What are you doing? You know, for me, I meditate, right? I take cold showers. I work out. I read, right? It's like all these things in my book are also very important. I don't 100% call them leading indicators, but they're KPIs and I'm keeping track of on a daily basis. Because I've always noticed if I'm not taking my 20 minutes to read in the morning, things start falling, right? For me personally, if I don't meditate, things just start to fall off, right? So once again, these are things I want to keep track of. So great, sorry to sidetrack there, but great question, Michelle there, right? So let's keep taking this down back a step further here, right? Sale, right? You want to make a sale this week. How many people have seen your offer? How many people have you gotten on the call with, right? How many people have seen your offer doc, all that stuff? How many calls have you offered, right? Let's take it back one step further. Exactly. How many calls have you even offered? Come on now. How many calls? And once again, if you don't, I'm just saying that if you're someone who gets on sales calls, you don't have to be on sales calls to make sales. How many people have you, let's just say, told them that you have an offer that to even have, right? Maybe you didn't show them. Oh, Michelle, I love it. You're already getting ahead of here now. Exactly, right? How many times have you posted content this week? Right? How many times have you posted content this week here? Right? How many, if you want to get even broader, how many times you posted this month? Right? Because I don't believe you could ask yourself how many times have you posted each day. I just don't believe that you have to post each day. So that's why I'm not going to say that there. Once again, I want to keep you focused on those IPAs. I don't think you have to post content every single day, but great point there. Exactly. How many conversations have you initiated, right? How many conversations have you gotten into? How many leads are you generating every single week? How many leads have you generated the past week? How many leads have you generated over the past month? All of these things are all of your leading indicators that are actually going to get you to hit that lagging indicator, right? Because if you, once again, that's why I'm taking it all the way back. Because if you start at that bottom one there, how many leads are you actually generating each week, each month? If that number is, maybe you're generating 10 leads a week, 10 leads a month. Oh man, I'm going to struggle to make sales with that a little bit, right? So it's like, we can't even start talking about sales if there's no leads coming into your flow, right? We can't even talk about sales if you haven't actually offered anybody anything, right? If you haven't offered anything like that there. I save my IPAs for Friday. Come on now. I love that. Every time I say IPA, I have to preface it with not talking about a good IPA. I'm with you there, man, Sky there. I'm with you, where in reality, I like good IPA on the weekends too, right? Clearly, I'm staying away because I'm sick, but either way, right? Yeah, go ahead and like Sky's comment. I love that there. But are you guys following me right now, right? Give me comment follow right now if this is making sense here, right? Comment, follow. I can see that there's plenty of people on right now. So I'm loving that this is really hitting home, because this stuff, like I said, it's going to show you the next level. I'm going to take it one step further here in a moment. I just want to make sure before I dive a little deeper for you guys that we're really following along here, right? Comment, follow below, hit the like and love button. Let me make sure this is hitting home for you guys, because in reality, hopefully you're starting to see, like I said, this is going to start to really get you deeper than that surface level issue. The issue is never, I'm not getting enough sales. I'm not whatever that big goal is you're trying to have there, right? It's always going to be deeper. And I want to really get you working past that there, right, too. Right? So the next piece on that, let's just give another example here, right? Let's just say your goal is basically just want to create an impact, right? Let's say you want to help 50 clients, 50 students, 50 marketers, 50 whoever, 50 9-to-5ers lose weight, whatever it is, right? You want to help 50 people. I hate using the word people because it's so vague, but just because we have a group of people on here right now, let's just keep it vague for now. You want to help 50 people in 12 months. How are you going to do that? That's the right. The lagging indicator is you've helped a person. That's one person, right? If we focus on just that alone, we're not going to get there, right? So now what's one lagging indicator, one leading indicator to that example? How many clients do you currently have, right? It's one thing to actually help a client. It's another thing to actually have a client, right? I would, if you're like me, I don't assume a client's been helped just because they're your client. Like, are you actually helping them? Have you actually gotten them to achieve a result? That's what I assume we're talking about. We're saying, I want to help 50 people in the next 12 months. I want to help 50 people in the next 2 years, 50 people in the next 6 months, whatever it may be, right? So how many clients do you currently have? That is an absolute leading indicator there that is going to determine you being able to help these people, right? All right. So now another leading indicator to that. How many hours of support have you given today? How many hours of support did you give last week? Dedicated support to these clients, to these students, to whoever these people are that you're looking to impact. How many hours did you actually do? And track it. This is why I said data. I always say it all the time. Do the math, and the math will tell you what to do, right? If you want it, that's why it's good. Like in reality, like I said, how many hours of support you actually given? Maybe you don't even know how much you should be doing, right? You have no data to work off of. Start with some number, and then see if that's enough. See if that's enough to start really producing, right? Track even if you just give advice. So for me, I like to kind of track by I'll be honest, I use a timer for this kind of stuff. Like for me, just because I really I believe in time blocking and all this stuff, right? So really good on that side, Michelle. I wouldn't consider it more so for maybe you're providing value to someone who's a prospect or something like that. I don't mean support in that kind of sense. I mean in this sense, more so support for people who are really already you're working with. How much dedicated support are you giving to them? And if you feel like you're always giving out, maybe that means you're almost being a little bit too kind of sporadic with it. I'm not saying that to hurt you here. I just want to say be a bit more intentional with how you're doing it. Because if you can actually sit down for 30 minutes and just dedicate to give someone time, instead of let's just compare that 30-minute help as opposed to helping someone over the span of 8 hours, but it's kind of oh, you throw something at them here for a minute, throw something out there for a minute, throw something out there for 5 minutes. It's that's going to be a little helpful. But in reality, it's give yourself some dedicated time to help, right? And so now when we are starting to think about, you see, and even now, I love that. Thank you, Michelle, for throwing that question out there, right? Or you're bringing that up there. Because now when you start to think about it in this way, you stop even thinking about just once again, the lagging indicator. And you're way more focused on what it's going to take to make that a reality. And that is when you start getting past the surface level issues here. I'm telling you. And this mindset, like I said, it's big for this, but hopefully, I'm telling you guys, it's huge for so many other parts of your business. If you need to start seeing things this way, right? It ties back to your mindset and ties back to all that there, right, Thomas? Follow the yellow brick road. Come on now, I like that there, right? And so once again, let's take it a step further though, right? I said, how many clients do you currently have as a leading indicator to that impact? How many hours of support are you giving as a leading indicator to that impact? How many new clients do you have signing up on a weekly basis, right? What's that current average in your business, right? How many, on average, how many new clients or students are you signing up per month, per week, per quarter? these are leading indicators that are going to determine how much impact you can create. If you're only bringing in one new client a month, it's going to be tough to hit that 50 by the end because you're just not bringing in enough. So it's like, let's stop worrying about the 50, start thinking about how we can increase that, right? Let's take it one step further. If you're not getting, once again, and this could have been said for the sales one as well, right? So how many clients are you actively signing up? One step further, how much follow-up are you doing, right? How much follow-up are you doing here? Comment below, how many people are doing follow-up? Comment follow-up in the comments. I'll tell you right now, if you're not doing follow-up, you're dropping the ball big time in your business right now, right? And if you don't have a plan on it, honestly, it needs to be weekly that you're thinking about follow-up, if not daily. Like for us, daily, follow-up is on our minds daily, even if it's not being done daily, if that makes sense. We want to make sure like that is so critical. I've said stats on this. Sometimes I joke around with you guys where I say like in reality, it's like, I think some dad joke someone told me. It's like 89% of all stats are made up on the spot, right? But it's like, I swear, like 50% of our business is generated off of follow-ups, right? Crucial there. So good. I'm loving seeing the follow-up, right? For those I see we got double-digit people on here. So for those of you who aren't doing follow-up right now, hopefully at least are knowing how important it is. Let me know, right? But either way, how much follow-up are you doing, right? That's a leading indicator there, right? All of these things. And then then it goes right back to, okay, how many calls booked, how many offers. So now, like from there, it's almost like all the same leading indicators to making a sale, but we just took it one step further there, right? So I'm telling you, I hope this is really helping on this side here. I'm telling you guys, I love to see those follow-ups pop up. This stuff is critical in your business right there. I'm telling you on this side. So really diving in on that end, it's going to be huge for on that side, right? Follow-ups, I could honestly have a whole conversation around follow-ups there too. But really, it's like in reality, you could even have a whole thing around turning, let's just say one of the lagging indicators is, you want to see the lagging indicator is how many follow-ups you're turning into buyers, right? How many follow-ups are you turning into buyers? That could be a lagging indicator on its own, right? So now what are the leading indicators? And this is where I want to start to show you different ways to think about how this can be applied in other parts of your business, right? Because a lot of the times, like a lot of people come to me and say, hey, Justice, like, I had a follow-up, but like, I just don't know. I'm not sure how it ended. I'm just not too sure. Like, I feel weird about it. I wish I could do something to really get to where I want it to be, right? What I'll say a lot of times is, where did that last conversation end? Right? Did you leave it at, all right, awesome, I'll talk to you in 2 months. and then that's kind of it. And because if you leave it at that, that's okay, right? But what can you do to be a bit better there? And even more important than that, I would argue, because sometimes that could be okay, but more importantly, what happened in that conversation? Did you get enough clarity from that conversation? Because a lot of the times the reason you're so unsure with your follow-ups is because you don't really know where they're at in their current situation. And so if I was you, I'd be feeling the exact same way. Like, do you know their exact situation? Have you solved their questions, right? Have you completely left things open-ended? Because if you've done that, now all of a sudden you're stuck at the surface level. And like I said, I hate surface level, right? That surface level stuff is going to get you caught with being insecure, basically, in how a situation is going to end up. Insecure about being able to turn that follow-up into a sale there. So once again, I'm just trying to elaborate for you so you can see here how powerful this stuff is. Just this mindset alone applied to these leading indicators, but also applied to other parts of your business there, all right? So let me know if you guys are getting some value from this right now. I wanted to really dig deep for you guys so we can be on the same page here. I definitely want to open this thing up to Q&A as well, but let me know, comment value below. I'm seeing all the follow-ups. I love that there, right? This stuff is huge for you, all right? I'm telling you. So hit that like, love button, hit the comment value. I want to make sure this is really hitting home for you guys, which it seems like it is, because plenty of you are still here. So clearly you guys are still getting this right now. So I love it. So with that being said, I definitely want to pull this up to a Q&A as well, right? Exactly like I kind of mentioned, but even like I mentioned at the start of today's live too, as always, I want to make sure that I give you guys an opportunity here, right? So really, I'm going to leave this as like a little timeout, a little invitation for us here right now. Oh, Kelly, great to see you here, my man. Invitation for you here right now. So maybe, like I mentioned, a lot of the times you could just be struggling with sales, these lagging indicators, but really it's the whole idea of these leading indicators, which hopefully today we're a lot more aware of, and we're being a lot more intentional with dialing these in. But maybe when it comes to that side, like you're even having trouble improving your sales conversations, trouble improving your traffic, right? And you don't just want traffic in your business. You want that quality traffic, right? Or maybe even just understanding how to create an offer that's compelling enough, right? How we even kind of teach like our bestseller offer frameworks here, right? It's like really just having that whole package dialed in, because at the end of the day, without that, it's just going to crumble there. You need that foundation, right? So if you're even struggling with any of those, as far as the lead indicators, turning these lagging indicators into something that's a positive result, right? So whether you're a coach, affiliate marketer, info marketer, service provider, course creator, whatever it is, like really, and you want to build a successful business, profitable business here, forget successful, profitable business through Facebook using your profile and potentially even a Facebook group, comment next down below. And we'll make sure to reach out to you, either myself or one of my group specialists. And really, we'll just kind of see if you're a good fit, really just for what you have, what you got going on, right? There's no sale here, no call, no pressure on that side there in reality. Just want to see your picture, right? So really, and if it's not a good fit, we'll pass you off to somebody else. But right, for myself, or I know a lot of my clients, we got a couple that have been on here in this call right now. In reality, building a business through Facebook has been the game changer for them, whether you're on other platforms or not, just to give you that leg up and really give you a core strategy that gives you a smooth sale process to dial into, right? So comment next down below in the comments. I'll go ahead. We'll see if we're a good fit, see if we can help, see what problems you're facing, see if we can even build a game plan before we even get on a quick little chat and get you rocking on that side. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this Q&A up though. Like I said, comment next if you want that, but let's open it up here. I'm going to open the floodgates with this right here. So if you guys have questions on anything around, especially around this leading and lagging indicators, I don't want to go too deep elsewhere, but especially in your business, right? In your business right now, want to see what's going on, where I can help, right? I've got about 11 minutes left. I'm not saying I'm dying to be here for 11 minutes, but if I can actually help you guys over those 11 minutes, I'm all for it. So I want to open that up. Let me know what questions you guys got here in your business. If you want to say, hey, I'm doing this, I'm helping people with that. I'm trying to figure out what I should be focused on right now, right? I'm a health coach. I'm trying to get more leads. What should I focus on? I'm a relationship coach. I'm trying to get more sales. What should I focus on? I'm whatever it may be, right? And I'll sit here waiting like another minute or two, just in case any questions pop up. But if they don't, I'm not mad, because at the end of the day, sounds like you guys got some clarity here. So I love it on that side too. And I'm loving the values popping up. Really appreciate that there, guys. Like I said, hit that like and love button too. I appreciate you guys being here. This has been a fun time as always. Like I said, I'm here every Wednesday. So in reality, if this was your first, glad to have you. This was your however many, glad to have you back here. Let me see here too. I'll take a quick look and see if we got any questions. I'm not seeing it yet. So really on that side, I'll give another minute here. So, but really, like I said here, I really want to make sure at the end of the day, I see a question too now, so I'll get to that in a second here. I really want to make sure that you're not, it's like I said, almost like the theme of today in my eyes, as I'm going through this, is that surface level, right? Is that surface level yet? So at the end of the day, you really want to go ahead and make sure that in reality, you're not getting sucked into surface level issues. And if you can keep that surface level mentality in your mind when it comes to, like I said, your leading and lagging indicators, when it comes to solving issues in life, issues with your clientele, your students, any kind of issue in reality, issues with a prospect, not like an issue like they're giving you, but with actually understanding their issues. Start to look past that surface level, because once you can do that, it's going to transform how you see everything. It's going to transform how much you're able to help people. And it's going to stop you from being unproductive in those conversations there. So really, I'm telling you, it's going to be huge on that side. So let me see right now. I see Sky. Perfect, Sky. I love it. Hey, you haven't started yet, so no problem there. I saw the next there, so I'll make sure we get you hooked up. Michelle, though, I see your question right here. So Michelle's, any suggestions of good groups to look for leads for affiliate marketers and Facebook organic? I've done a training in the group here. I'll see if I can find it right now for you. But it's called Traffic and Leads. If I can't find it for you right now, I'll try and drop it later. Traffic and Leads. It's like I could go ahead and try and spout something for you quickly. But in reality, that is definitely where you want to get going on that side. that is such a jam-packed training, if I'm being honest with you right there. So traffic and leads for anybody. I'll see if I can find that link here quickly, just to help you out. I don't want to leave you with a gem and then make you go find it. But I'm telling you right now, if you did go just search for that in the group, I promise you it would pop right up there. Let me see. I'm having a time. There we go. All right, I'm gonna drop it for you right now. Ba 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 ba. What do we got? There we go. Check this out in the group, in the link below. This is I'm telling you, it was a training honestly all about. Let's see if this will work. I tried to reply to you. There we go. I was gonna say I don't usually comment back when I'm actually on a live too much, so I wasn't sure if that was gonna work. But yeah, there you go. I just dropped it off there for you, Michelle. Absolutely. I think that'll be big. I think that train was honestly all about like 99% of organic marketers, where they're not looking when it comes to Facebook, right? So really on Facebook side, that's why I said Facebook is obviously a bread and butter for me, and clearly a lot of my clientele, but in reality, such a powerful platform. So yeah, let me go ahead and put this here too. Let's see what else we got. I see Stacy said, I'm on a new journey for whole health, wellness with a mission to, ooh, I love this. Wait, let's bring this up here for a sec. I'm on a new journey. So Stacy says, I'm on a new journey for a whole health wellness with a mission to help the undeserved population. Mindset, I'm assuming, is unstoppable. Reality is just building my brand / website, right? So Stacy, I love that there. So you're on a mission to help, to basically help people with their health and wellness, on that side, really. And help I'm kind of curious too. You said to help the underserved. I don't know. I don't know why I'm reading this funny right now. Underserved. Hopefully I didn't butcher that the first time. I really like that adjective there too. That's a really powerful one. Nice marketing on that side. Right, so let's talk about leading indicators for that right there, Stacy. So for right now, you're on a mission to help. So how many current clients do you actually have active, right? That's one right there as one leading indicator, because if you don't have any clients, you can't really help anybody, right? So that's one leading indicator right there, right? Two, how many, I'm not going to go in order because I'm just kind of spitballing right now. How many leads do you currently have coming into your business? How many people have actually, and even right now, have you actually created this offer yet, right? Is the offer made? And if so, how many people have actually been presented with this offer? How many people have you offered to even talk to in a conversation? How many conversations are you having with people on a weekly basis? How many leads are you generating on a weekly basis, right? How many platforms are you currently using? I would argue you only need one platform, but it's like in reality, like if you're not using any kind of consistently, that's more why I'm asking that question, then that's gonna be a big issue for you right there too, right? Right. In reality, is just building your brand and website. So hopefully that's my 2 cents on the leading indicator. But I want to speak on too. You mentioned at the very end here, and thank you for sharing that, Stacy. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. Let me know if you got questions on that end too. I want to kind of harp on Stacy here for a second as well. She said, reality is just building my brand / website. So think about what I mentioned right there too. With everything I'm talking about, this is kind of why I'm bringing this stuff up, right? In reality, focusing on your brand and website, I would argue that your brand, I like the brand part. The website part, I would say let's stop putting a lot of energy there. Because in reality, the website is not really a leading indicator to making that happen, right? So if you're building your website out, I'm going to argue that time could be better spent even working on your branding to a certain degree, but I'm on the side where it's like in reality, I'd rather see you take imperfect action. I feel like I'm getting a little clogged up here. Imperfect action with that side, right? But what's more important there is going to be like all those leading indicators I mentioned. I just want to bring out the point there that I didn't mention anything about building a website, building your funnels up. In reality, for you right there, Stacy, let's just say for you, it sounds like you're more of a coach, right? If that's the case, all you need is a link, right? A payment link. If you've got a PayPal account, Stripe account, you could even have a Venmo or Cash App, right? I'm not judging here. At the end of the day, that to me is kind of like, I always preach this to my students too. It's like, that's arguably like one of the most important quote unquote websites or links you have in your business. I used to be an affiliate marketer when I first got into this. I still am an affiliate, but that's just not the core anymore by far. But as an affiliate, it's like, forget the funnel and all that stuff. Your affiliate link that actually people can click on, and if they buy, you get the commission from. That is the bread and butter. So doubling down your energy on getting that in front of people is the most important, right? That's what's going to be critical for you on that side. So that I just want to bring that a little bit level of awareness there, then let's not focus too much on the website. Unless the website, because in reality, once again, brings back to one of the leading indicators is how many leads you're generating on a weekly basis. If you're not generating that many, who cares about the website? Let's focus more so on generating these leads. Is your website, unless your website is going to somehow generate you leads, going to somehow generate you book calls, going to get people in front of your offer, I'm all for it. But I just know the way that most businesses are run, that's not usually the case, right? Unless you're Nike or Target or Walmart, Amazon, and one of these big stores where you have a big name, then people are having a great site is going to be extremely a very positive leading indicator. Because now it's like, how many website visitors, Nike can check how many website visitors have they had yesterday, right? For them, they're probably talking daily, hourly, right? But it's like for us, we don't have to think about it in that sense. Because in reality, that's probably not going to move the needle for us. So just to kind of harp on that there, and I love that share there, Stacy. Really love who you're serving on that side too. Underserved population. That's a powerful pain point. So I really love that. I just love to see diving a bit deeper on those leading indicators there. But great stuff there. T and Terry, Michelle, hopefully, yeah, I'm just seeing that link too. Michelle, hopefully that helps on your side. Oh, look, I appreciate that there, Terry. Come on now. I love it. Let me see this there, Michelle. Oh, my pleasure there, Michelle. Perfect, Thomas. I'm just getting launched, so my questions aren't on this yet. Got you, no problem there. LOL. Oh, okay, got you. I'm only seeing this now. Orphans and homeless. Good, great to know on that side there, Stacy. Currently 15 with no new leads. Circle is small. I really love that there too. Yeah, friends and family. I'm one of those kind of people where I always say, if you're relying on friends and family to get your business started, you're gonna have a tough start with your business there, right? So I love that side too. And thanks for providing me some more clarity on that end as well. This guy's some mess, can't tell right now. Oh no problem. Like I said, either for those of you who commented next, either myself or one of our group specialists will reach out. And once again, there's no time crunch on that by any means. Even if we reach out today or tomorrow, whatever works best on everyone's side here. Stacey's on my own brand. My website is the headquarters to bring all social media posts to my brand. So I like that there. And once again, I'm glad I'm scrolling down where I'm on the same page a bit more here. I would still argue, like for me, the way that I kind of say it, for a long time, I have a website, right? I have a website, if I'm being honest. But at the end of the day, my real website is my Facebook. My Facebook is really what I, in my mind, mentally, and I'm picturing that to be the website. Just like, I love the way that you use the word headquarters. I always say it's like, Facebook is like my home base, right? It's like my profile, my group, like these are my home bases, right? That's where people in reality are going to see a lot more than they see your website. And like I said, unless you're Nike or one of these bigger brands, right? Because that's really where you're going to be found. If you're on YouTube, right? Your YouTube is your website. Your YouTube channel is your website. You may have other websites, right? But if you're like me, the way I teach is I don't want people to really see links to stuff like that. People can't really find links for where to buy stuff from me the way we have our sales process down there. Because that's not how I want to have it set up. I want people to get dialed into the headquarters, the home base first, and then we can start talking about that there, right? So that's kind of how I want you to see it there. So really, I love how you're using that term there. And that's another thing too, to bring people from all social media posts into your brand. I would argue this, Stacy. In reality, right now, you're saying that you're kind of struggling a little bit on getting leads. Love your honesty and transparency as well there too. If I could go ahead and like give you a love or a high five here, I would. But think about that side. That's why I'm such a big believer in the Power of One. Power of One offer, one audience, one platform, right? Power of One there. It's crucial, right? So with that being said, I would argue it's going to be more beneficial for you to double down on one platform, one social media presence before you go elsewhere. Right? I tell people all the time, especially my students, and like I said, I love that you guys are still here. It's like, this is like, to me, just bonus hour right now, or bonus time. But in reality, I love you guys still here. Like, hit that like and love button if you guys still getting some value right now. But what I was saying there was, in reality, I tell people all the time, I almost lost my train of thought there for a second. But in reality, bring it, social media post your own brand. I might have lost it. We'll see if it comes back. But long story short, the moral is, double down on one. Excuse me, it came back to me. There we go. All right. So what I tell my students all the time is, a lot of people, they even come to me and they'll say, you know, I want to promote more than one thing. I want to promote more than one platform, right? The problem with that, and the time that you want to start switching over to another platform, it isn't when, because a lot of times I'll tell people, like, once you start getting results on one platform, then you can move over to another one, right? But results to me is a bit too vague. I honestly tell people, start with one platform, and once you start making money, actually monetary results from a platform, and arguably consistently, not just like one sale, like month in, month out, you're getting consistent sales or whatever impact you want to make out of that platform. Once that's happening, then you can go ahead and start going off on other platforms. Because the mentality a lot of us kind of have naturally getting into this is, hey, the more places we are, the better chances people can see us. And it's like, as logical as that argument may feel and seem, I'm telling you, it's a bit more toxic than you think it is, right? So I only say this right now. Maybe it feels like I'm talking to Stacy there, but in reality, I'm talking to everybody. Because like this is a very wide thing right there. So I want to urge everyone here to start thinking about that. Double down on 1 instead of 5. Even 2, right? Even 2 is too much. If you're gonna add in 2, to me, your second platform you should be adding in, no matter what platform you start on, should probably be email marketing, right? Because to me, email marketing it's a powerful piece, and that's usually what we teach after the people get Facebook dialed in. And realistically, it's like more, when I say dialed in, it's like I said, you're getting 5 to 10K a month with Facebook or whatever, you know, that's like I said, what we kind of teach. So then after that, you can start dialing in on that end. For me, I didn't start doing email marketing. I made over 100K in revenue in my business, and I still hadn't done a single bit of email marketing. Like maybe I took like an email marketing course, or like I maybe I got my trial of Aweber, got Aweber for free, but like I wasn't using it, right? Because that wasn't where I needed to put my energy, focus my attention on. What was more pressing were all of these leading indicators there. And that's where, once again, that's why I'm harping on this stuff so much. Because if you can start to realize that, then you're going to start focusing on what matters most. And you start putting your time and energy on what matters most. And like I said, if you have limited time putting your business, like for some of you guys who know, I have like my 5-hour work week guide. If you have limited time in your business, you need to double down these leading indicators and double down on those IPAs. And I'm not talking about a good craft beer, right? All right, so hopefully that helps there too. Once again, thank you for sharing there, Stacy, as well. I see the thank you. My pleasure. I see good. Perfect. Love it. Love you guys got a ton of info here. Well, shoot, we're like 5 minutes past the hour. So I'm going to go ahead and probably shut this thing down for now. But one more time, let me know if you guys got some value down below. Oh, I love that there. Power 1. Shoot, comment Power 1, comment value, comment knowledge, comment anything. Just let me know that you guys got some value here. I see that plenty of you stuck around. And even if you guys came halfway through, I see we still got double digits here. Just thank you for showing up. Because in reality, like, this is even congrats to you for taking that extra step inside of your business by showing up and soaking this stuff in here. I'm telling you, and obviously we're here every Wednesday. Dial this stuff in, and arguably what I want you to do with this more than anything is implement. All right, so that's it for now. I will see you guys next Wednesday. I'll catch you in the group obviously throughout the week, but keep up the great work. Hey, thanks for watching this video all the way through. Make sure you go ahead and like this if you got a ton of value from, which I hope you did. Subscribe to the channel, and absolutely go ahead and join us in our original chapters community. Links right down there in the description. And as always, you are designed to become who you choose to be. I'll see you later.